This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Hi guys, so to start off the year I decided to do a Q&A and asked you to ask me questions. So just a forewarning, if I butcher your guys' names, I'm sorry. It's probably a guarantee that I will mess up your name. To start off, I'm going to answer the questions that I got on Patreon. So on Patreon, Mikey Barrow asked, who is your dream character to cosplay? I got a very similar question on Instagram from sgonzo717 who asked, what is your dream cosplay? So my dream cosplay is Zagara from Heroes of the Storm. I know she was also from StarCraft, but I know her best from Heroes. Corium9, I think that's how you pronounce it, said, coming up on the new year, Punished Props does goals instead of resolutions. Have any? I got another similar question on Twitter from Just Z Cosplay. I love her cosplays, by the way. And she asked, what are your goals for the next year, both cosplay and life? So most of my goals are just around different cosplays that I want to create. Another goal is to grow my Patreon so that I can focus on cosplay full time. That's like the dream goal, and I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but that's a goal for every year. And then when it comes to life goals, I might be making a career change. I'm not going to stop cosplay, but just in like normal career aspects. The reason why this part looks different is because there was one last minute question from a patron. So Alicord on Patreon asked a couple different questions, and the first one was, what was your original motivation to start cosplaying? It just kind of looked fun, and I always like sewing, so it gave me an excuse to sew different things and cool outfits and stuff. What was your most difficult cosplay this year? Probably Witch Mercy. Do you have any mentor in the cosplay community? Any that give you inspiration and motivation to learn and try new challenging things? No one super specific comes in mind. There's like no one person or mentor of any sort. It's just a mix of the community as a whole. Continuing on to the questions from Twitter, BC Jaden asked, how long have you been in the cosplay scene? I've been cosplaying since 2012 or 2013, so 4 or 5 years now, I think. A couple questions from the same person, Peyton Smith 776. The first question they asked was, who is your camera person? I am my camera person most of the time. If it's not me, then it's a friend, because I don't like to use a tripod in public. Do you play Overwatch? And if you do, what do you play on? Yes, I play Overwatch. I cosplay from it. And then I play on PC. The third question was, what's your favorite cosplay you have not done? And I don't know whether that's a typo or whether they're asking what's my favorite cosplay I've seen someone else do, and that's what I'm gonna go with because that's an interesting question. And my god, I don't know. I don't know the cosplayer's name off the top of my head because I'm dumb. I will insert a photo here and a username or the cosplayer's name someplace here as well, probably below the photo, and that is my favorite cosplay I've seen someone else do. Sarah Taranda cosplay, and it's probably butchered that. And I hope that when I cosplay her, I can make it look this cool and have photos turn out this cool. Morganti13 asked, what is your favorite of your cosplay choices and why? And then on Instagram, I think it's Chow, Birdie Cosplay asked, favorite costume so far that you've done. And also on Instagram, that Shady Hayes asked, what are your top 3 favorite cosplays of 2017 and then of all time? So I'm going to go ahead and answer those questions. I think my favorite cosplay that I've done is probably Li Ming. And this changes all the time, so it might not stay like that for long. So my top 3 favorite cosplays of all time would probably be Li Ming, the Harley Quinn cosplay I did, Witch Mercy. Those are all in 2017 as well, so I'm gonna pick ones that came really close to making my top 3 but aren't the same top 3. So for 2017 specifically, I think just to pick something different, Veronica Lodge, Ichigo, and then Ziggs. Twitter, the Crosshair asked, why do bunnies rock? Because they're fluffy. Z Question asked, where do you get your costumes? Most of the time I make them. If I don't make them, then I bought them someplace, and if I bought them on anywhere other than eBay, I will always mention that.
I'm not going to mention whether I make or buy everything in every single post I ever post, but if you want to know whether a certain cosplay is made, bought, thrifted, altered, whatever, go to my website, the galleries, mention what's made, what's bought.
I got this question twice. On Facebook, Christian Solis asked, what conventions are you going to this year? And then on Instagram, XTC4 Magic Man X asked the same thing. I am for sure going to ALA, which is this month. I'm also going to Anime 7.0. I'm probably going to go to Anime Expo. I may go to Anime Impulse, and then whatever else kind of pops up. Okay, this one's a long one, so I'm going to answer the first question, and it's Michael White on Facebook, and they asked, which kind of weather is your favorite? I like cold weather, so any kind of cold weather is my favorite, and I don't mind like stormy weather as long as I'm like inside. On Facebook, Chow Birdie Cosplay asked, what has been your most challenging costume to make? I think Widowmaker might still take it, because at the time I knew nothing about how to make a bodysuit or lighting, so I think that takes the cake, although Witch Mercy might come in a close second. On Facebook, Joel Pimentel asked, heroes or villains, which do you prefer to cosplay? Villains! Lily Daphne on Facebook asked, do you prefer cosplay or crossplay? Cosplay. If you're talking about me doing cosplay, I'm not very good at cosplay. So. Also on Facebook, and Soul Som and Shul Som asked, who's your favorite cosplayer? Probably Kinpatsu cosplay, Danielle Bewley, Kamui cosplay, Jets. I can't narrow it down, you guys. On Instagram, Evan Wilson 767 asked, have you ever thought about doing a 2015 Cinderella cosplay? I have, and ultimately decided maybe that's a cosplay for the future because it's way too expensive to make. Instagram, Phil Nomad asked, which would you rather? Attend every Comic-Con you want for an entire year for free but not allowed to cosplay, or have to pay to attend cons you want but get to cosplay? I'd much rather pay. I really only go to conventions to cosplay and for the cosplay, so not being able to do that I wouldn't go. Just Caitlin Graced on Instagram asked, hardest part of cosplaying? Time management, probably. If it comes to technical things, I think it would be making everything transportable, like to be taken apart. If you could make your real hair look exactly like any wig you worn, which one? It would most definitely be this wig that I have worn. I don't think I have any photos of it yet, and I haven't used it, but it's like this long, muted, lavender wig, like kind of brown lavender, but not really like a gray lavender. It's so pretty. I love it, and it's like miles and miles long. The question was from Severlin on Instagram. They also asked, who are your top 5 favorite characters in anything? This is going to be tough. Zagara, for sure. Edward Elric, Widowmaker, Jughead from Riverdale, the Grave Robber from Repo the Genetic Opera. On Deviant Art, A-Mac Jr. asked, what race are you? My ethnicity is Mexican and European, and I think from Europe it's like mostly Irish, British, Scottish, and a Filipino, I think? That's all I know. Also on Deviant Art, Altan Markazin. I'm sorry, I butchered that, absolutely. If you were invited to my country, Mexico, to a convention, would you come? Yeah, that'd be super exciting and amazing and great and really cool. On DeviantArt, Mr. Wonderworks asked, are you a fan of Doctor Who? Yes. On DeviantArt, Aromanga Yangsi asked, do you watch any of the anime/shows you've cosplayed characters for? Yeah. Duh. I probably wouldn't cosplay many characters that I cosplay if I didn't watch the shows or weren't fans of the stuff. On Instagram, drama_dude_bra asked, anything you like besides cosplaying, like video games, movies, well, etc. Yeah, like all the anime and video games that I cosplay from, a lot of different TV shows and music. Many different types of music as well as just like plain music. And traveling, even though I don't get to do it very often or at all. So that was it for this Q&A. If your question didn't make it in, I'm sorry. I tried to get it to everyone, but this was getting really, really long, so I had to stop it at this point. Hope you all have a lovely day and a great year. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! That question was from Severin I'm never gonna say that.